Hi and welcome back to Finders Beepers History Seekers on the abandoned house review videos. I keep meaning to get around to doing these and then I just take forever, or I'll go on a trip or something and I start editing everything else and I totally forget about these. And I know how much some of you guys really love these. I've got the microphone here and I've got a horrible feeling it's gonna like rub on me somehow. Might just hold it in my hand because I've been having issues with the microphone. It's not the actual mic. Like, this mic is really good. It's a really good mic. It's only small, but it means I can take it about with me. I've got a bigger mic down there, but this one's just better. But the thing it's connected to, the little wire it's connected to, is bobber. I need to get a new one because last time it was like, so it might be again. So if the sound's bad, I'm sorry, but I've tried my best. Anyway, getting back to the video. This was the first of the Irish trip, and what a spooky, weird, freaky place this was.
Hi, and welcome back to Finders Beepers History Seekers, and I'm very freaked out. Now, I'm in a little cottage in Ireland. Now, also, we will discuss the size of my face in a little bit, but at the moment, I'm more concerned with the noises I've heard in this place, and I've been in here 2 minutes.
Now, first of all, I just need to say a massive thank you for everybody that put messages, and it's not just this video, loads of videos. People keep putting messages for Andy in there. I'm not sure if he's actually reading the messages at the moment. He's actually been admitted into hospital because he's got a feeding tube in and one thing and another. He might be back out by now, but last time I spoke to him, that was the case. He's been having some issues with his eating and one thing and another. And this video, I think, just probably will have picked him up a little bit because it's got almost 3,000 likes on it. For a video with 16,000 views, 3,000 likes is pretty good. And it just shows the support from you guys and how much you care about him, you're thinking about him, and one thing and another. Now, the likes have just started to drop off a little bit, which I get. Like, I know I keep asking, but for me, it's just that visual. You can look at his thing and go, oh, wow, yeah, they are thinking about me. And I know I keep going on about it, but if we can get sort of on a midweek video 1,000 likes and 2,000 likes on a weekend video, on a Sunday video, he'll just go, wow, this is amazing. So thank you for all the comments. Thank you for all the likes. It is massively appreciated.
Look at that for a remote control. This is another conversation that I've had with people before. If you said, pass me that, would you say, pass me the controls or pass me the control? Because it's something I've had a massive argument about before. I say, oh, pass me the controls. But the person I was with at the time was like, no, it's not controls, it's the control. I'm like, no, it's controls. Let me know in the comments what you think, because for me, that is controls. It's the controls, and it will always be.
Next up is something that people were really passionate about. I think I probably got more comments about this than anything else in there, and that is the controllers, the controls. Obviously, the majority of people said things like the remote, the clicker, there were all sorts. The doofer. What else did we get? There's some really weird names for it. But mainly, it was the controller, the controls, or the remote. I sometimes do say remote, but more than likely I'll say, oh, pass me controls. So it's one of those things, isn't it? Like, everybody's different. And it spans the world as well. It's not just people in the UK that have been commenting. There's people in America that have been commenting as well. And it's just mad that we say different things. That I'm not even going to start about a bread cake. We'll not mention bread cakes because that will open a whole barrel of worms. Is it a whole barrel of worms? I don't know what that saying is now. It's gone out of my head. Yeah. It'll really kick off if I start saying, oh, is it a bread cake, a barm cake, a batch, a whatever. Let's not talk about that. But yeah, it's the controllers. Pass me the controllers and we'll there we go. Sorted. It's weird how we all go off and we're all different, innit? Now, as you can probably tell, I am a little bit under the weather today. I've got a bit of a head cold and I need to clear it out. It's my birthday on Friday. So, in fact, this video might even go out on my birthday. Depends how quick I get it edited. So, hi, happy birthday to me. Woo. I hope you were on the live, and if it's not already been on Thursday, I'm having a live for my birthday. I don't mean like a live person for my birthday, but yeah, I feel my head's a bit... I think it's the stress and the strains of last week. Obviously, if you don't know, I had a lot of problems in Italy and France last week. I ended up having to get a temporary passport and all sorts, but you'll see that in the behind the scenes video. But I think this week I've just had a bit of a... I don't know, like... My body's just like, Jesus, you've just done so much last week. You just need to chill out, mate. So that's what I'm doing. Staying in the office, staying at home, not doing a great deal. And then we'll go from there.
This little clipping, look. Golden Oldies, the players who brought Roscommon its first All-Ireland senior football title in 1943. Right, editing Matt, feeling a little bit better, less under the weather than I was when I filmed this. However, I've realised I've missed a couple of things out. First of all, there was a newspaper cutting which quite a few of you mentioned had got the name of the guy that lived in this place. So he was actually on the winning football team that is mentioned in the newspaper. So that's one of the things. And there was something else. What was the other thing? There was definitely something else that was mentioned. Leave it with me a second. I will find out. That's quite cool. Ride a cock horse to Banbury Cross. What is a cock horse? Is it a horse with a cock? Or is it something else? I always wondered what a cock horse was. I found out. So it was to ride a cock horse. Now... There's multiple things that people have put. The majority have said it was like a fake horse, like the little wooden one that you ride along. However, this comes from the story of what's her face that took all her clothes off and rode to Banbury. What's she bloody called now? Lady Godiva. So I think it's more linked to that than the wooden horse thing, but you guys seem to think it was that. Anyway, I just thought I'd mention those two things because I'd left them out. These little spoons with... I don't know who it is. Is it... Oh, it's not even a person. I thought it... Oh, is it? What? Right, that... Let me just put this down. Let me get you to focus. Oh, God, that's awful. That's better. That looks like a little monk person or a little person. But then if you turn it over, it definitely doesn't look like a person. So I'm not sure what that is.
Next up is the set of spoons that I found. And you know what? Or the little spoons that I found. I think they were really cool. And I've never heard of this before. But everybody was adamant it's apostle spoons. And a set of apostle spoons, which I've never, ever heard of. I don't know if it's an Irish thing. I don't know if it's just it is obviously a religious thing, but I've never come across apostle spoons, ever. Like, I've worked with, like, antiques and collectibles and stuff, and I've never seen them. I've never heard of them. I think it's really strange that I haven't. But loads of you guys, it's like probably the second most commented thing was, oh yes, apostle spoons. Oh yes, they're cool, apostle spoons. My nanan had apostle spoons. Never heard of them. Literally never heard of them. So yeah, that was pretty cool as well to find out about that.
I swear there is somebody going round these places before me and doing this. And I swear it's not me. It is not me. Look, wherever I go, there is Headless Marys or Headless Jesus. And this time it's a Headless Mary.
Once again, finding headless things in places. statues where heads have been removed. I don't know what it is. I don't know whether it's just a anti-religious thing, if it's like, because that's what they used to do back in the day, like years and years ago. If you got a leader or something, you got the statue, they'd remove the head of it. Or if they were a different religion, they would remove the head. So I don't know if it's because of that, or if it's just an easy thing to knock off and knock their head off or something like that in an accident. I don't know. Really, really strange. Really, really, really strange. But yeah, it seems to be everywhere I go recently. If there's any sort of statue of Mary or Joseph, no, there's no Josephs. I feel a bit sorry for Joseph, really. No, poor Joseph. You were just being an husband, and all of a sudden, oh, my wife's pregnant. I've got to just like be all right with it. But yeah, no, there's no Josephs without it. Maybe it's Joseph. Maybe Joseph's like, that bastard wife of mine. She thinks I'm stupid. I knock her bloody head off. Knock my son's head off. That's not my son. Maybe it's Joseph. Maybe Joseph's doing the rounds. But yeah, very, very strange. But you guys seem to think that as well.
They use bigger bowls. What else we got on here? Don't know what that is. Looks like it might be ink. Not 100% sure. But look at that little cute thing. That's so cute. That's a little cute. Imagine just having a little... That's so, so cute. Did you hear that? That was like a growl. Red lights on again. Tom O'Flaherty. He's playing for business tonight. I swear, oh my God, there is noises coming from everywhere. I keep hearing little rustles, little bangs, little noises, fucking growls. Do not like this place at all. Like that look. Round a little Rayburn. With a little, like, you don't... Fuck off. Hello? Hello? And I can hear that talking again. Hello? Please tell me you can hear that. Hello? Oh my fucking... I don't like it in here at all.
And finally, the main thing that people were going on about was the whispers, the bangs, the noises, the weird, weird house. Like, it all started... I felt weird when I walked in the place anyway. I don't know whether it's just because it looked creepy, but it felt weird. And I've always said this, it's not always visual. There's a feeling in places. It's almost like oppressive. You can feel pressure. I know that's hard to explain. It's not like physical pressure, but it just... the air seems different, or something, like the sound of your own voice. Like in here, I can tell I'm in quite a small room because the sound's coming back. But I can be in small rooms in places like this and it's just dead. I can't really explain it. The sound doesn't go and come back. It just dies. And in this room, I've actually got soundproof stuff to stop the sound bouncing about. But actually, it still does. Whereas some of these buildings that I go in, the sound is flat. You speak and nothing bounces back. So I don't know. I think a lot of the weird ones where I feel uncomfortable, that's the reason why I feel uncomfortable. But then there was the knock on the door, which freaked me out to start with. Then being in a certain place in the house, I could hear it was like whispering, like murmuring, mumbling. But I could hear it constantly, I don't know, like I was in this office, for example, and somebody was in the office next door, and I could hear them talking on the phone or whatever, and I could hear them, but I can't hear what they're saying, but I can hear that they're talking, it's a conversation. Or maybe when there's somebody in a car outside and they've got Radio 4 on or something in some boring TV radio program, and it's just like that sort of mumbly, like you know that they're speaking but you don't know what they're saying. It was like that. And when I moved away from that bit, I couldn't really hear it. But then I came back to that same bit. Now people were saying, was there a cat that was trapped somewhere? Because there was that really weird growl as well. There was a cat trapped somewhere. No, because cats don't have conversations generally. Like the growl, yeah, but even that, listening back to that, it didn't sound like a cat growl. It just sounded like a bloody demonic that kind of growl. It were awful. So yeah, it weren't just one thing. Like a lot of the time, I'll hear a noise and I'll be like, "Oh my god, what was that?" And it's the same noise over and over again. So like maybe it could be the wind blowing and a tree banging against a window or something like that. This was different. Like there was the growl, there was the door, there was that. It just all seemed a bit off, a bit wrong, and a bit weird. I didn't like it at all. And I think a lot of you guys picked up on that as well. There's always going to be the people that are like, nah, definitely not. There's got to be another reason for it. And I sort of sit in that a lot of the time as well, because I don't automatically go, oh my god, this must be a ghost. Because you know me, I don't do ghost hunts. I don't do all that. However, I'm open-minded to stuff. I'm not saying it's not something else, but I'm not saying it is either. I just don't know, and that's what I hate about it, because I like to know stuff. I like to know what it was, what caused it, why is it made me feel that way. So yeah, it was a very, very odd experience, a very strange experience, but one that I kind of like, because I do like to be scared. I genuinely do like to be scared, and this was a horrible feeling that I wanted to get out of there. So I enjoyed it, but I didn't. It was weird. Anyway, we've done that one. Next week's video was I was even more scared, so I'm going to do that in a minute. I'm going to film that in a minute if I feel like it. My head feels like it's going to explode, to be fair. Keep on liking the videos for Andy. I don't know if he's had to have his treatment paused for a couple of weeks because of the eating thing till he get his weight back up again. I know he was talking about that, but I don't know if that's actually happened. So keep supporting. Like I said, stick the likes on. More than anything else, you don't need to do a big lengthy like comment. You can if you want, but what I'm saying is he will definitely notice the likes. So yeah, keep on with it. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me and to him as well. Anyway, love you all. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.